What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Luke Kang Kicking It. My name is Luke Kang. As always, I'm here with my co-host, Mr. Sean Connor.
What up? We kicking it. We in here.
I was expecting some sort of This time I made way for it. Like I actually made some space. I was like, and we got
right. And I dropped the
Sean.
But the old Bill Murray from Space Jam.
There we go. But yeah, so we were talking off air a couple times now. We had some technical difficulties, but we were talking off air about your catchphrase, man. Shwee Dabble D, man. I feel like that was just a Pink House exclusive.
Yeah, I you might be onto something there. I've always been one to make just fucking obscure noise. Just fucking when I'm by myself, I'll just say nonsense to make myself feel like, all right, yeah, I'm there. I'm here. I exist.
I feel that.
But Shwee Rabble D, and I have retired it. And this is a long form story, so I guess I got to start with the origins of Shwee Babble D.
All right.
Origins of Shwee Babble D is real simple. I'm a hack. I stole it from my favorite comedian. At the end of Chappelle's show, they used to always have musical guests. And during one of the episodes, they had this guy come out and play the piano, and he played like a song where Dave just gave commentary over the song. And the guy was going, "Won't you be my baby tonight?" And he was like, "Won't you be my baby, dirty bitch?" And Dave was just having a good time with the crowd. But how the song, he was going, "Shweeba," and part of the lyrics is "Shwee Babble Dee Dabble Dee," and Dave Chappelle is singing it with him, and I'm cracking up. But this phrase to me,
that's funny as hell.
In this song, he was like, "Yo, I'm feeling pain, but I know that I just gotta keep going. I just gotta, if I stay in it, it ain't gonna do me no good. So Shwee Babble D. That's just like, I gotta get over it." And he even relapsed in it and was like, "Won't you be my baby just for the night? I know you're gone, but won't you be my baby just for the night?" Now, and I've been there. And in that time where I was using Shwee Babble D, that's where my life was. I was at a place where, and I'm so happy that
Damn, so that was like your wubba lubba dub dub, huh?
Yes,
like,
yes.
I'm in pain.
It was exactly that. Oh my God,
that's
it
hilarious.
was exactly that, because I was pretty much at a space where my life wasn't dictated by my own wants and decisions. Like, I was at a space where I'm just couch surfing. I don't really know where my next anything is coming from.
Word.
My next place to sleep, my next meal, my next anything. And I was just in a fucked up space, and it was my own doing. Like, it was my own lack of, because, I mean, everybody can blame the pandemic, but, in that time before the pandemic, I didn't have anything prepared for when the pandemic happened to kind of bounce myself off of. I was just like, damn, all right, well, I just have to wait until this was over. And luckily during that time, I was able to recalibrate my brain. But yeah, that Shwee Babble D was really like, it was just really me saying like, yo, I'm in it right now, but I know that I'm going to get out of it. I know I'm working through it, but I know I'm going to figure it out.
So when you would say it would be more of like
and it would be in
like another day, another dollar type shit.
It would be in situations like, it is what it is.
Shwee Dabble D.
Like, damn, some shit went wrong. I got a ticket. I got a fucking Shwee Babble D. This is part of the game. Gotta take my licks. Like, that's what it is. And then and it's funny that you say that you're calling it a Pink House thing. I think you're calling it that because it died during Pink House.
Word.
It died during the Pink House podcast. Shwee Babble D did, and that's because you introduced during this time. I wasn't really feeling Shwee Babble D anymore. That wasn't my life anymore. I had finally worked to a point where I could live at my own place. I could afford my own food, and things were just better. I had already checked some things off my goal list that gave me a sense of, okay, I'm not just getting by. I'm actually doing what I want to do now.
Word.
And because of that, I felt like Shweebabble D was no longer appropriate. But I would still say it from time to time. It would just be like the end of like, all right, this is the part of it being bad. Sometimes it goes good, or sometimes things get better. Sometimes, it works out in your favor. And then you introduced to me, it was at a Pink House podcast, and we started talking about game shows for some reason, or maybe things that you used to watch back when you were a kid, and you mentioned Sábado Gigante. And I was like, what the hell is this? And you were like, yeah, it was kind of racist on the low because they had like monkeys eating watermelons and singing songs and shit. But I watched it.
It was mainly midgets. They fucked with a lot of midgets. I don't think they were racist. I won't call Don Francisco racist, bro. He's a really cool guy. He had a lot of like, it was a little black Elvis midget is what that was. It was that felt kind of racist.
But after watching an episode of the show, it seems like really none of the games matter. It's just about having fun and enjoying it. And if you are enjoying it, then you win.
Yeah, you're winning.
And then everyone will yell, Sábado Gigante. And that's what it kind of started to feel like. That's how I adopted it. It's like, yo, even the words, Giant Saturday. Like, yo, this is a big Saturday. It's a big Saturday coming up. Like, when something good happened to me going, Sábado Gigante. It felt so much better. It felt so much better than Shweebabble D. That I had to retire. I was just like, I'm not getting by no more. I'm doing what I want to do.
You're Sábado Gigante now.
Yes. And it's because I decided to be like, hey, whatever happens, I'm still going to have a good time. I'm still going to have fun. I'm still going to play the game, and I'm still going to fucking put on my costume and dance.
Yeah, it's honestly, the games are made to just make you look like a fool.
Yo, and the person who looks the fool the most gracefully, we love that person. They be like, yo, look at them. They don't take themselves seriously, and they're actually pretty good at this.
Word. Yeah, I feel that. Yeah, because even if you win, they're like, but did you look stupid, though?
Because you hate the person who's taking it super serious. Who's like, I'm just here I'm trained for this song. It's like, get the fuck out of here.
Games, you're like, all right, come on, dog. Do something funny. We want to see celebrities get bonked on the head or like made to look stupid.
Not even celebrities. We just want to see people get bonked.
Yeah, facts.
But we want to see people who we know can take it. We don't want to see. We don't want to see the wimpy guy get bonked on the head and he fall down and he cries. We don't want to see that. We want to see the big strong guy get bonked and he be like, "Oh, don't bonk me again." That's what we want to see. We want to know that he can take me and bonk, and he get bonked a couple times. We don't want him to get bonked past his limit though. Because after 5 bonks, you're like, all right, stop bonking my man. Stop bonking him.
He keeps letting us. Don't offer, bro. Stop offering.
No, he's got a concussion.
That's honestly, that's the line between comedy and tragedy, which is like, comedy is dude gets bonked, bonk, and he goes, fuck you guys, man, get off my lawn.
Yeah.
Tragedy,
as long as we know he can take it.
Yeah, you get the thing pulls up on his head, but he's okay. There's no blood involved.
No,
tragedy
you're
is
absolutely
like, dude
right.
gets bonked in the head and now he doesn't have memory and now his family's crying and shit.
You're absolutely right, because I see that with comedians. Like, comedians will mention something, kind of dark or sad about themselves, and the crowd will be like, okay, that happened to him or her. Are they well adjusted after that, or are they still dealing with it? The audience will make that decision, and they'll go, ha ha ha, oh, he wanted to kill himself, or oh, he wanted to kill himself. Like, that's that thin line. The audience will just make that decision about you, not knowing whether you just said that in jest or anything, or like, oh, my dad hit me, or he had a drinking problem. If you seem well-to-do, they'll laugh, because it's like, okay, you made it out on the other side.
Now let me hear you out how you did that.
Yeah. But if it seems like you're still going through it, they're like, oh
man.
Don't make me look myself in the mirror.
That's why I bombed at Jonathan's the last time, because
because you were in the middle of it instead of talking about it on the other side.
I was for context, guys.
It was pure emotion.
Jonathan, you remember Jonathan from last episode? I was at his mic, and I had to break up with my girlfriend right after. And I had some jokes that I was already thinking about on the way there. I was like, this is hilarious. My life is fucking stupid. Like, let me joke about it. And when I got there and I did the girlfriend stuff, fools were just like, oh, man. Like,
Right.
fools were genuinely concerned. And I was like, hey, stop. Don't do that, all right? You're going to make me fucking sad. Laugh at me, guys. They didn't. They didn't laugh. I felt very awkward. So.
No.
Thank you, Jonathan.
And
I appreciate it.
I understand that. And sometimes you're unthreading the needle, and sometimes you're threading the needle. And I think that they were like, oh man, because I think what it was, and I wasn't there, but I think what it was, I think that you were talking it out for the first time, like
oh shit, yeah,
you're
right.
You were, in a sense, getting your shit together to face that battle.
Yeah.
You was like, there's this new show on Hulu with Nathan Felder called Rehearsal.
I heard that. I think Jonathan was telling us about this one time.
Jonathan would like that show.
Off mic.
Jonathan and Monte. I hate this fucking show. And Niles and Arthur. They were talking about it on their pod, but it is a very interesting show. I hate this show, but the point that I was making is like this show is called The Rehearsal, and I think that humans do that. You prep yourself. That's what what the yelling at yourself in the mirror is. That's what the shower argument is. That's why you have dreams.
I love shower
arguments. That's why we enjoy movies, because we want to simulate that danger before we have to go into it. And I think that's what you were doing. And with them watching you do that, they were like, oh shit. And because I don't even know if they knew if you were equipped enough to handle that danger.
Yeah, facts.
They were like, we're watching him go into mental battle with himself.
Yeah. I was fine until I realized Jonathan was the only person laughing. And I was like, man, this ain't cool.
And I know why Jonathan was laughing. And without getting too much into Jonathan, but he did say this on the last episode, that he recently got out of a relationship. And it
so he probably felt it.
He was like, he's watching, he's like, yo, he just crossed the finish line, he's out of breath.
And he turns around and sees
and he sees you going, oh, and he's like, he's out of breath too, but he's looking at you like, come on. Quit your belly aching. Yeah.
Being a pussy. My homie did the same thing too. He shamed me, bro, until I finally did it. But not really, cause you know how your friends are. They'll give you shit, but they're like, whatever you do, bro, I'm still fucking with you. You know, I don't care. You can fucking do whatever you want. But so.
That's why, man. You can't tell. You can't really. I mean, you can tell your friends your relationship problems. But what's the point? If you just want to get back and fuck with the person, now you got to be like, yeah, I'm back with this person who was abusing me.
No, I have a close friend, and him and his girl would go through it all the time, and now he just, like, I don't even know from time to, he don't tell me shit anymore, because there's been so many times that
this is the last time.
Yeah.
All right, motherfucker.
Exactly.
It's like when a nigga be like, it's my last time doing crack. You like, come on, man.
Last time doing crack, yes.
You got to give it up. It ain't my choice. You ain't got to convince me.
Facts. It's either true forever or true for a couple hours. Oh man, but okay. So I have some topics I want to get into. My cousin, he was born like 2005 maybe.
Mm-hmm.
And he's super into almost like he sat down and he was watching the Boondocks the other day, and I was like, all right, but he's super into like the 80s, like Stranger Things, all that. He likes 80s bands now, like the Smiths. He dresses like a fucking anime character, and all this shit. So I feel like 90s kids, we grew up with the 70s, and now these kids, 2000s kids who were born in 2000, grew up with the 80s, and people in the 80s, for some reason, they grew up with the 50s. Does this make sense to you?
It doesn't at all. What do you mean we grew up with the 70s?
Okay, so like, so we were born in the 90s.
Yeah.
Let's say your parents were like 20-something when they had you. So they grew up in like the 70s. That really formulated their younger years. And when you get older, you start to reach back to your childhood. So now they're in the 90s.
That's why I love all this Michael Jackson and get down on it and fucking.
Exactly.
Okay, all right.
That's what you grew up with. And so it's like you were raised in the 90s, which is one decade, one generation. But you were also kind of raised in the 70s because of the influence of your parents like reaching back. And
no, I get it. If he's a teenager now, then yeah, his parents were born in the 80s.
Yep.
So I get what you mean. I totally understand what you're saying. I don't think that because the technology factor is so different.
Okay, I can see
like, people can go back and really live those times. Like, you can go back and see exactly how it was in the 60s, 70s, 80s. So I totally get exactly what you... And all the TV shows are coming back. It's all 80s shit.
Right.
This started in the 80s and fucking... You know, the 80s was a booming-ass time.
It's not like one person saying, hey, let's make this stuff. Like, this is getting greenlit by studios and, like, it's being put in focus groups and all this shit. So now it's like these people that are in charge of making things happen that were most likely born in the 80s, you know, late 80s, mid 80s, are approving these things and like influencing the generation which would be like their kids, kind of. Should be like the 2000s and 2005-ish, you know, all that stuff. Because for me, for me, the 90s, like growing up, like early 2000s, the 70s show was the most poppin' shit for me.
I get what you mean. I would say, like, I think it's good, honestly. One thing I feel about the 90s, we are very... I'm talking about the people that were born in the 90s that are now adults. We are very... we are very cruise control. Like, we are very, like... It'll come to me. We are, and I'm maybe speaking about myself just, but I see a lot of people that I just know from this age group and how they go about themselves. It's about like, yo, I'm just being myself. I'm just naturally doing what I want to do.
Just trying to navigate life.
And I feel like the difference in that, those people that were born in the 80s wasn't really like that. It was like, yo, you got to grind hard. But to go back to what you're saying, I think that these younger kids now, I hope that they're adopting that from the 80s. Because I think that, to go back to your point, I think that thing of, yo, it'll come to me is a 70s thing. Like,
definitely. Hippie movement.
Yeah. It's all just like...
I know so many chicks that have crystals and shit that are... Bro, like, you know what I'm saying? All these hippie chicks, like, they all get along.
High-waisted bell-bottoms is like, you know, it's like guys are dressing like fucking
Cold
macaroni
eaters.
Tony and shit and fucking, you know...
Yeah, facts. Or, like...
Everybody's doing this.
I noticed, too, like... when I had a girlfriend, bro, like, her and my stepmom got along hella. Just because they were both finding themselves and doing the whole, like, you know, crystal and all that. They're not meth. I mean, like, fucking quartz and shit.
Gotta verify.
Yeah, and, like, you know, the yoga stuff and all that good stuff. And so they were, like, you know, they would get along, and it's because it's very, like, 70s. Like early 80s, like type of shit kind of died out in the 80s, you know, but it was like very much the lifestyle, the type of vibe that was out there at the time. Yeah.
All right, word. So you recently had a new experience. You went and tried something out. You called it, what is it?
Meth.
Oh shit.
No,
back to the crystal.
No, I did yoga, bro. I did like.
But a specific kind of yoga,
yeah,
right?
like it's called Tantra yoga.
Tantric yoga.
Yeah.
Now, that sounds like super. How can I say this? Like what's the Indian book of all the sex
Oh,
movies? God damn, I can't.
Kama Sutra. Bro.
Yeah, it sounds
it is
Kama Sutra.
Yeah,
Like it sounds like this sounds like a hypnotist who's like, yo, I can make you have an orgasm,
okay, bro,
without even touching you.
Yo,
like
okay,
it
so,
sounds like a border. It sounds like level one.
Bro.
It sounds like level one of hey, you want to be in this cult?
Let me tell you, bro.
Hey, you ever rooted for the cult? You like Peyton Manning?
Let me tell you, dog. When I found out what it was, there was no refund, so I was like, "Fuck it, I'm going, dude." And so
Okay. I want to ask one question. I'm not gonna get too personal,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
I wanna walk through this.
yes,
Is this like a Groupon? Were you invited, or did you go upon your own?
like searching and shit.
Yeah.
No, I was looking for like some kind of like
stress relief.
No, like an energy yoga.
Okay.
Like some kind of fucking.
No,
I think
no,
the
trying to get
term
your
is
spirit
like,
right. I understand.
yeah, like some Reiki type shit. You know, whatever the fuck. I don't know the names for it. So, but I just know I used to hang out with a hippie chick, and she put me on.
Okay.
And one time I felt something, bro. So
Okay,
I was
okay.
like, let's find.
So
this.
you're in there, tantric
Yeah.
yoga.
Yes.
Tantric yoga. Now, at first, were you shy? Did you take right to it? Did you open up like immediately? Did it take some time for you to feel settled into this environment? Like, what is it? Is there music playing? Are the lights high? Are they low? How do you feel in there? Is it hot?
It was at, believe it or not, like some like church rec, like you can rent out the little room in the church, like off to the side, like a little bungalow type shit.
Okay.
So it was like a spiritual center, but like mainly we fuck with Jesus here.
Okay.
But they got like Buddhists.
Y'all are not doing Jesus shit in there.
Yeah, no. But there was like posters.
This
and
church
shit.
is doing bad. If they just renting it out to some devil
Yo,
shit.
they're trapping it out. They're like, hey,
Yo!
we gotta do something
Lord,
with this
Lord, you said you'd
We
make
gotta-
a way.
We gotta do something. If you build it, they will come.
They laundering drug money.
Fucking hilarious. Yeah, so
Extorting politicians. Lord.
Jesus is down in the polls lately, bro. What can I say, man?
Okay. So you're in this church
Yeah.
doing yoga.
Yeah, and
Is there music?
yeah, you ever leave your PlayStation on?
Oh my God. That
The
sound
PS5.
of that's the sound of infinity.
You feel like Thanos and shit.
Right. Oh, you
Yeah.
feel like you're in the void.
Bro, imagine. I feel like, because my homie used to argue with his girl a lot, bro, and he had a PS4, and I feel like that music, like,
Triggered something in his mind.
nah, it just, no, like, it just allows you to keep thinking of new arguments, bro. You're just in the zone. You got, like, some music that gets you thinking and shit. I feel like a lot of arguments might have dragged on in a lot of places.
I'm
because
super
of PS4
afraid
music.
of video games, man.
I
Video
love
games
video
are like I know. That's why I'm super afraid. This shit is like
Facts.
the biggest drug. That
Facts.
is literally mind control.
Word.
Like I remember playing a video game and I would sit there for maybe 2-3 hours and I would think in my head like, yo, I don't know the last time I blinked, and I don't even need to blink right
shit.
now.
Yeah.
I don't
you're
even
right.
need to blink. And then I'll be like, yo, what the fuck? Like, if I was in a staring contest, I would need to blink. But I'm watching this and my eyes are like, nope. We not skipping a beat.
We're winning today. But yeah, so I'm in this church. This guy, he's trying really fucking hard because he knows that, like, we're all about to be in a very uncomfortable situation, kind of, maybe, potentially,
Okay.
like, kind of awkward.
So he's trying really
Because
hard.
it's strangers, and it's a bunch of dudes.
He's trying really hard to what?
Comfort everybody and be
Oh,
like,
to make it inviting and make us.
he had to
together.
be basically, without outright saying it, had to be like, hey guys, this isn't a fucking sex club, all right? If you just want to fucking touch women, get the fuck out. You know what I mean?
All right, guys. I know what you're thinking.
Yeah, don't be a fucking creep. So, what do you call it? Yeah, because everyone's, in their little fucking yoga shit.
Like, oh.
Yeah. No, a couple of dudes midway through, they were like, I think I'm going to go. Because it's partner yoga, so you have to do things, like, with a partner.
Okay.
So, like, you partner up. And, like, obviously, like...
I am so interested in that speech. Hey, guys, if you're here to touch some TNA...
It's not what we do.
All right? The exit's right there.
Get the fuck out of here.
Okay.
Very much
So
emphasis
is he the teacher?
Yes.
Is he like the instructor or the guide, the guru?
Yeah,
okay,
exactly.
Okay. So you're in there. Does everyone? You said there were partners. Does everyone partner up right away?
No.
Or you start off by yourself, right?
Yeah, you start.
Yeah. You ease into it. You get in the mood.
Well, he gives you like a whole speech of like, hey man, everyone be fucking chill, all right? You can be fucking touching people and not be weird. All right, cool. So then some fools leave because they can't, and then we finally get to our yoga mats. We set up a stations like he's gonna be in the middle, and then we're all like kind of on the wall. You know what I'm saying? Got our mats towards the wall, and so we start doing like stretches, single stretches. By this time everyone's fucking changed. They're in their little skimpy little yoga shit, and that's why So then we do single stretches, and then we start doing partner stretches. And then this is like, it was kind of cool, man, bro. I actually I went in there just saying like, fuck it, it's all real.
Yes.
I said, fuck it, I feel everything. Whatever you're telling me to feel, fuck it, I feel it.
Yeah.
It's there. It's possible, right?
Goddamn, you're jumping ahead of me. And I love that commitment. I want to know, like, I have that same thing where, like, I enjoy acting. I enjoy acting, and the reason why I feel like I'm pretty good at it is because I'll say fuck it, and I'll let go, and I'll believe it.
Yeah.
I'll be like, no, it's real.
Yeah.
I feel it. Mm-hmm. I hate, love, anger, dismay. Mm-hmm. I'm depressed here, or I'm elated about this. I'll feel it, and I'll get into it. And
it's like old ladies at church, like.
Yes. And you look at it and be like, damn.
God damn.
They really feel the spirit. And they feeling it so good that they make you feel it. And I know that's what, but I totally understand that you're just like, you know what? Fuck it, man. I'm going to let it take me.
Yep. I'm a yoga person right now.
Okay. Now, all right, okay. Now I need to know, so in this, it sounds like it was a very, like, it was a warmed up environment.
Yeah,
it was cool. How easily was the transition of picking partners? How was it just like, did you already have your eye on someone and be like, this is my partner?
Yeah,
and then you give a non-verbal cue of like, hey, you want to be partners? And then she's like, if you want to be partners, like was it that kind of thing? Were the guys who didn't get a partner?
Oh, they left immediately.
No,
one of them didn't. He didn't partner up with a lady. And he was like, I'm not doing this. I'm not doing stretches with a dude, bro.
So he didn't even do the polite. I'll give it a try. He didn't even give
Nope. Because it's all very personal stuff, bro. Like it's very like.
Oh no, you're getting your
shit. Yeah. But also there's an energy aspect of it. And it's like you're fucking really like they say, bro. Like you're sharing your energy with somebody. So like. To do that with like a dude, I can see why it would be kind of like it'd be a little ayo, if you know what I mean. So fools were not comfy and they just dipped. But so we partnered up. We did partner stretches. There's someone I did. I was like, she looks like she knows what she's doing. So I'm just gonna hit her up about it. It was like this old like Latin lady, and so we were doing.
Yes, He was like, you know what? She looks like
She looks like she knows what she's doing.
she look. Oh, is that what she looks like? Okay.
Yeah, like so then
That's code for you know what? She looks like she might want some young brown dick. I got her.
maybe we'll
She
see.
looked like back in the day she was pretty.
We'll see where things go. Nah, so then we partner up. We're doing these stretches, and it's supposed to be like, doing something to your chakra.
Mhm,
And so the one that we did was you put your hand out, the person behind you grabs your hand and kind of just pulls back.
Hmm.
And it's supposed to do something to your heart chakra.
Yeah, it opens it up.
Yeah. And so
Mhm.
I felt like a...
I done dated a few Grand Rising girls.
There we go. That's what I'm talking
They be
about.
scaring
man.
me. They be having little rocks lined up under their bed. I be like, what, is this a seance, bitch?
What are you trying to... What does the monster think about this?
Is this a Yu-Gi-Oh ritual?
Facts. But I did feel something like in my chest, bro, like very strained. You know what I mean? And I feel like I have that a lot. Like, bro, I have a lot of fucking walls and shit.
God damn.
And
You gotta go to the doctor. I just got health insurance, Lou. I feel like an adult, like a motherfucker.
hey, there we go.
I got health insurance.
Health
bitch.
insurance? I got health insurance, but it's $2 a month, so I don't know what they cover, bro.
Oh, I mean,
Probably just Tuesdays and Wednesdays.
I think I got the same health insurance. I was flexing and then it was like, womp, womp, womp.
Yeah, no,
Womp,
facts.
womp, down.
We gotta get on that Blue Cross, bro.
Blue Shield.
That's how we know we made it. But yeah. So I
They
actually
see my
felt,
insurance card. He was like, they pat me on the back. I'm like, that's all you had to offer first.
So
Okay, so
I don't
so
know if
you're
it was
in
the
there.
stretch,
You're
if it
in
was
there.
my
You're in,
muscles.
you're in there, Tantra. Okay, I want to know, like, it sounds like a very intimate setting. If it sounds like once you get into the partner thing, it's a very intimate thing. What are the layers of intimacy that you got to? Like, did it start with just being next to each other? Was there touching? Was there speaking? Was there any type of what type of intimate steps did you guys take?
Well,
and how did that grow each time?
It
Because
was-
I'm super interested in this. Like another thing that I hear, like a lot of comedians like Jerry Seinfeld do, they do transcendental meditation, but it's kind of like it's a similar thing where like you're using that stored in energy to kind of jolt you up, to kind of
type of vibe, bro.
pick you up, to make you like your best self.
Yeah. No. Well, basically, it starts off pretty much like you start off as like a sports partner, pretty much like a spotter, someone to help you stretch.
Yeah,
You're going through the motions of the stretch.
And, oh my gosh, look, I'm not cutting you off, but this is so interesting to me because of the things that happen in sports.
Yeah.
The things that happen.
They build camaraderie for
Yeah,
real.
being part of a team.
Fuck yeah, dude.
struggling together. That just makes you like, yo, I could hate this motherfucker, but we're going against them, and I've seen this motherfucker go to war. I've went to war with him. My blood has hit his blood. We're fucking sweated together. So right now, I could die for this motherfucker. Not literally die, but like, yo,
But a
this
bar
is my
fight, I'll
teammate.
go in.
This is my teammate for right now. We got on the same shirt. And when I
Word.
think about that as a man, as a human, it's like, yo, I root for niggas who have on the same shirt. Ain't none of these niggas from Los Angeles. Ain't none of these niggas from Los
Facts.
Angeles. Or none of the best players.
Yeah,
Ain't none of the best players from Los
all
Angeles.
imported,
But they all
bro.
got on the Los Angeles shirt, so I get angry and I fucking want to swing. And it's because as a kid, and there's a whole bunch of sides to that is so intricate and weird to me. Like, especially as a young adolescent boy growing up, there's a lot of people are discovering themselves with hormones and aggression and emotion. And sometimes that shit comes out like, yo, you my teammate, but I just want to fight you because I got all this pent-up aggression. I don't know what to do with it. I
used to
want to
hate-
hump a girl, but I ain't got no
Yeah.
girl to hump, so I just want to fight you right now. And
I used to hate the helmet slap in football, bro. I'd be like,
Yes.
"What are you trying to give me a fucking free concussion?"
You're
wasting a
and they just
concussion,
think
bro.
they just think that they're riling you up.
Yeah.
That's all it is. And coaches
They're
think
rattling
that.
you up.
Coaches think that because that's how they were taught. But like the intimate thing of stretching, the intimate
Word.
thing, because I remember it was such a big deal to me when in basketball practice in 10th grade they let me lead the stretches.
Oh, that's
And I was just like,
yeah.
oh shit, this is like I'm the line leader in class. This
Yeah,
is
you're
like
teaching
yo,
now.
yeah, this is like yo. When
Teaching
dad's away, I'm big brother
Yeah, I'm in charge.
Yeah. And that little bit of power is such a but just not to go back to what you were saying that so it started off the first thing was just like some regular gym class stretches.
I think also that the reason for that is because in order to subvert the awkwardness of hey, we're about to be like
touching
we're about to be physical together.
Yeah.
It's for a mutual goal. We have a mutual like something to break that ice.
We're all used to working out and
Well, it's more of like, hey, I'm gonna help you stretch. You're gonna help me stretch.
oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? And this is what we're doing today. This is the activity. Let's do it.
And the funny part about that is a very warm up thing, but mentally you all already decided like, hey, I'm going to be scratching your back and you're going to be scratching mine.
Yeah, of course.
So let's figure out how to do that. And that's what he provides. Like, all right, this is the first back scratch.
Yeah, exactly. And so you do that, and then we did one. Honestly, as far as partner stretches go, we only did one. I think maybe two.
Really? He got that shit out of there early. He's like, this ain't what the class is about.
Yeah.
Let me show y'all the real shit. Y'all touch each other. All he wanted to do was break the touch barrier.
Probably.
I love that. Cause I'm very particular about this with women in general, but I never break the touch barrier with a woman. I'll
let them
whatever.
do it first.
But as soon as they hand on thigh, hand on chest, hand on whatever,
I'm
like,
sending one back.
And I'm be like, oh, you just touched me.
One back.
And I'll be like, oh, so it's okay for me to touch you. And she'll be like, what? Why would you even ask? And I'll be like, oh, because I don't want to die.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
But that is a very safe way of breaking that touch barrier. Because you guys and gals. When I say guys, I mean it universal as a they. But like you all came there knowing that you came there with the potential, like, all right, I'm going to be vibing with someone.
Yeah, exactly. Well, with a lot of someone's.
Yeah, I'm going to be in a room of vibes.
Yeah,
so I need to and drop that. Like you said, I'm going in there believing.
Yeah, facts. It's all real, bro. I feel it all, and it's all real.
Can I ask you this? Did you put is there like a timer? Like it's like
oh yeah. If this
and it's like, oh no, I'm not talking about while you're in there, but it's just like, okay, I'm gonna believe for this long. For like the class is an hour. All right, my belief thing is on for 1 hour.
No,
like,
it's more of a strike basis.
Oh, it's like
you got 3 strikes before this
I
is
say
bullshit. This is bullshit if you don't convince me.
I love that. Okay, you go in there, you like, oh, okay, they got towels. Oh, they got mats. Okay, it's professional. Okay. Then the guy comes out.
Yeah, let me hear him out. Let's see where he's going with this.
Welcome, everyone. He's like, okay, all right.
Yeah, pretty much.
If you came in there like, can y'all give me 10 minutes? You're like, strike one.
Well, he got very upset that this one lady wouldn't show up, and she was mad and was telling him off, and he couldn't let it go. And I was like, strike one.
That is a strike. You can't be the Zen master and unzen.
But, yeah, exactly.
I don't want to unzen Zen master.
I think he was just upset because then the number's off, and then dudes got to pair up together, and when dudes got to pair up together,
it fucks up the whole dichotomy of the room.
Well, fools just get, like, this complex. Yeah, it becomes a Hunger Games.
No. Yes, because immediately it's survival of the fittest. It's like, all right, who's going to get chosen? Who's alpha enough, who's beta, and then the person who doesn't, the two who have to be, men now, is like,
what's up? You want to do this or not?
And
nah, all right, me neither.
And that can either go 2 ways. Like either there's 2 super, I don't care, guys who are like,
I don't give a fuck.
I'll do it to prove that I don't give a fuck. Or it's 2 guys like, yo, what are we trying to prove?
Yeah, hey, yo. Facts.
I came here to exchange woman energy.
Facts. And so, Yeah. So we only did like one or two actual like stretches and shit, and then everything after that was more of like just kind of learning how to like read people, kind of, or like feel energies. Honestly, I feel like
Do you feel like this is a skill that you already had and discovered?
it's something that I forgot how to fish. My girl made me sell my boat.
Oh,
So I had to learn how to
I enjoy that
how to
analogy. I get
fish
what
again.
you're saying. I definitely understand what you're saying.
And so
Yeah, go ahead.
I feel like if someone wanted to pervert the teachings of this, and I feel like some people do, that's how you get books like 48 Laws of Power or How to Win Over People and Make Friends or whatever the fuck. How to Get People to Do Whatever the Fuck You Want. Those type of books, those are all perverted versions of
You think so?
what I feel like. Because, yeah, it's like, yo, this is how I let you, these are the ways that people will let you in. And once you're in, you can either be a helpful person, you can be a hurtful person, or you can just be a passenger. You know what I mean?
But don't you think that's what I get from those books? Exactly what you just said. The choice is yours, but here's the knowledge. Like, who you're gonna be is who you're gonna be. If you're gonna use this to be evil, you're gonna use it to be evil. If you're gonna use this to look out for evil, you're gonna use this to look out for evil. If you just want to be a passenger and don't want to do it, you should at least be aware of like, yo,
what's going on?
Oh, that's some another book that's in that same vein that I really enjoy is called Outwitting the Devil. And it's this lawyer
like
who interviews the devil, and the devil's so cocky and confident that he's like, yo, I'll unveil my whole plan because it's working. And the devil even explains like the people he don't like, the people that he can't affect. And this lawyer's like, well, I live like that, so I'm not afraid of you. Like, I have the knowledge now, so I'm not afraid. And the depiction of the devil was scary. He had the deep voice and the fucking. He's saying all these. I do all this. I control this. All these politicians. Yada yada yada. But it really like, okay, this is the evil in the world. But now that you know how to maneuver. Like,
that's what I like about the 5%ers. They have a lot of shit that I'm just like, all right, well, that's not for me clearly to be reading, but that's something I really take from them, and I really actually like.
That's what I love about that. I hate to call it a gang, but that gang clan culture, and it is dangerous. But when you know how to maneuver, that sense of honor and code, I feel like that's beautiful. That's what I love so much about samurais and like ninjas.
Yeah, same.
It's like, yo, you can get killed out here.
Those were the gangs back in the day.
Yeah, you can get killed out here, but if you know how to move, niggas gonna give you respect. And it's like the ultimate respect.
Yeah.
It's like, nigga,
that's just valid everywhere.
Yeah. Oh, nah. We'll die about disrespecting him because we respect him. Because he earned that respect. Like, he knew how to move. He was a solid guy.
Yeah, no, definitely. And I feel like, I mean, that's universal, man. Even just how kingdoms are made. You know what I mean? Like, one guy who's the king, everyone just kind of fucks with him, not for no reason. It's because either him or his dad or his grandpa did some crazy ass shit and put the whole town on. And so everyone was like, that's the fucking guy. And so that's how, like, countries were formed, bro. Just from one dude having the fucking sauce, just gaining all the respect. He had all the fucking clout, bro.
He had the game winner in the war. And it was like, yo.
This guy right here is the truth. Like, even our president, bro.
Even when they was all arguing, they'll be like, well, what do you think?
Bro, that was George Washington. That was literally George Washington. Like, y'all don't remember I put on for this whole shit? Remember the war? I crossed that fucking river, bro, for us.
So there was a crossover. Like, I'm trying to think I can't remember. I think it's something Andrews. I'm trying to remember who the second president was. But a person like George Washington and like we all know Abraham Lincoln. There was a crossover. This is some obscure ass shit, and I want to get back to the Tantra.
Okay.
But like there was a crossover in the presidents where at first the first maybe 15 to 20 presidents were a smart guy, and then after that they got a charismatic guy.
Oh,
Like for the first maybe 15, like Larry Truman, he was like a scientist. He would wear a lab coat and he would come up there and he would give you the facts. And then after that, they would get people like Ronald Reagan or like they would get somebody who could deliver it. When the TV came out,
That's when.
okay, so on the radio you just listened. You was like, all right, let me just get the news from the president. From the president.
Yeah.
But then when there's TV, they needed somebody who could give it some umph. Like JFK had umph.
That was the first guy.
Like even Teddy Roosevelt, like he had some umph. You think JFK was the first guy?
The first guy.
I can't say that because Abraham Lincoln I feel like was charismatic.
No, for sure. But I'm saying like as far as television goes,
That's when they got a guy
that's
who was for that.
The data on that specifically came out that JFK,
I gotta disagree because Ronald Reagan was a movie star before he was the president.
No, I understand, but I'm saying JFK came before Ronald Reagan.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
And
Well,
so,
there you go. Look at my dumb ass. Trying to be over here. Actually, Lou.
Yeah. Fucking hilarious. No, but so it was him versus Nixon the first time. And
Okay.
Nixon looked like some old fuck.
Nixon was the old guard.
Yeah.
And it was just like, hey, I give you the facts. We don't need that young guy in here. And
Yeah.
JFK was like, hey,
He's
nigga.
like, I'm rock and roll president. What's up,
Right.
bitch? Yeah. I got a side piece. And she's a millionaire.
And look at this bitch.
Yeah.
Happy birthday.
And she can sing.
A little bit, but she looked good.
Yeah. We had to help. We got our coach.
We got auto-tune her. They got that nigga out of here. But
It's
okay.
been downhill since, dude.
You think so?
I think so. As far as like faith and leadership goes. Hey man, fuck with this shit.
But Lou, I want this part to be, and now we're getting super deep.
Wait, are we
go
done
ahead.
with Tantra?
Oh no.
Okay.
Yeah, because I know you got to finish up.
What do you call it?
Because I wanted to get into the part when we got super tritracked.
Yeah.
I wanted to get into the part of the energy exchange. Let's go back to that.
Okay, all right, for sure. But do you want to continue with the tangent, or do you want to go back to Tantra?
Nah, we can go back to
All
Tantra.
right, for sure.
All right. Back to Tantra. So it's tantric yoga.
Yeah.
You guys have already stretched.
Okay.
You guys have already broke the touch barrier. You've chosen your partner. At what point did it become hippy dippy?
Hippy-dippy?
At what point did it become far out, dude?
Right after,
so right after the
Right
touching.
after stretches.
Yeah.
Right after stretches, like, all right, now we're gonna get into like a little bit of a psychology lesson as well, like a sociology kind of like.
Ooh.
Yeah.
And see, that's what I don't get why. That's what I don't get why you say you don't like those books, because like that book, those types of books help you learn about yourself. Like, yo, I'm being narcissistic here, or I'm being a sociopath.
You know what?
I'm being this type of asshole here.
The source material.
When you don't
itself,
know, you can keep doing the bullshit. But when you know, it's hard
Yeah.
to keep doing the same bullshit.
the source material itself is not bad. I fuck with learning about yourself. Anything that'll make you happier or teach you about yourself.
There's a potential to use it for bad.
It's not that. It's the fucking people that have tried to introduce me to the type of shit. I'm like, you're a
They're
fucking
not worthy.
sociopath, bro. You're a fucking sociopath. Why do you want to influence people so fucking bad, bro? What are you selling me, dog? You know what I mean?
My god. So you don't believe
They're Drake fans. I fucking hate them. But Drake's not bad. But his fans are fucking annoying.
you don't believe that power is suited for certain people.
No, we can all. It's on the table for everyone, bro. I just really hate when motherfuckers take from the table and use it to poison other people.
I agree with you. It's all on the table for everyone. But I feel like people should pick up from the table what they are good at, like what their power is. I have no problem listening to a motherfucker who know what he talking about. I'd be like, yeah, all right.
Oh,
do,
no,
do
yeah,
this?
of course.
Oh, okay. But as soon as, like 3 strikes, as soon as I see you be like, hey, wait a minute.
Yep.
You don't know what you're talking about.
Yep.
I know that. Once I realize that I know more, I'm like, oh, come on, man.
You have me going. But, don't be so quick to discredit their knowledge because they might have something in a different area that you might know.
Yes.
That you might not know. And
That's
so
what I mean by pick up from the table pick up your hammer.
And as soon as you hit strike 3, you'd be like, all right, that's it. I'm out of here. I'm not taking anything else. I got what I needed. Thank you.
Okay. So you guys are in there, and it starts getting hippy dippy because what's the first step?
This was fucking hilarious. He introduced a concept. It's called a Tantra kiss. And so basically what it is you put your hand on someone's chest. They put their hand on your chest. You put your other hand on their hand. And y'all just stare at each other for a little bit. And like exchange energy.
And that's a Tantra kiss?
That's what he explained it as. So the way he started it was like, when y'all hear the word kiss, what do you think? Yeah,
obviously.
Yeah, or like just making out with like your girlfriend, or fucking kissing a baby or some shit. You know what I mean? And he goes, so he's like, yeah, we always put our own fucking things, our own meanings to shit, blah blah blah. Mm. So this is my meaning for this. Mm. And so he introduced us to that, and then so.
That's a very intimate thing, what you're describing. Like, eye contact is such an intimate thing, and we talked about that with Sean on the episode, like just about that predator thing. But it's such a like.
Oh, when you're talking about when someone, you can see the intention in someone's eye, like where their mind state is, like just by looking at them in the eye.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it is such a.
This is where it gets fucking great too. By the way.
It's such an intimate thing. Yeah. Because you're like, damn, like for you take a step. They say the eyes are the window to the soul, and you take a step into
someone's soul, bro. Like into someone's like fucking
That's why we like the animals we choose to care about and love is because they have a face that can look at us in the eyes.
Yeah.
Like, and we be like, oh, you can see them sad, or you can see them happy to see you. You can see them scared, or like because they have eyes. And when you look into someone's, I hate when people tell me what they say when they look in my eyes. They be like, yo, nigga, you got some dark secret. I'm like, damn, you can see it.
That's what I was scared of.
I'm like, you can see it.
Scared, bro.
I'm like, you can see it. Don't look.
I was so scared that motherfuckers were gonna be like, God damn, son, what's going on? Get this guy out of here, man.
Right. So is that's the step where damn. So it's already all right. It's all right. Touch each other. Touch each other. Feel them. Yeah. Feel the heat. Feel their warmth. Feel their essence.
Place your hand right on the middle of both.
And then you touch them while they're touching you. So you feel them feeling you. Then you look at each other and you're like, oh shit.
Yeah.
It's almost like nothing else is in the world. It's like you get to explore someone else's. Oh man,
and
that's scary as fuck.
You know what's cool is
I don't even know if I can handle that. I'm just so worried about what they see. I'd be worried about what they see. I couldn't even look at them.
It's right. No, yeah, man. At that moment I really didn't.
I'd have started laughing.
I did.
I'd have broke. I'd have been like, I can't do it. I can't.
Yeah.
I'd have broke.
Well, we both try to hold it in because of the seriousness of the class. You know, like you don't want to fucking be the one person laughing at a hippie thing because then you just kind of ruin it.
I can't do that shit. I feel too hard. I'd have said I love you right there. I'd be like, I love you. And like he's gotta leave. He's gotta leave.
Get him out of here. Sir, can you get your man and get the fuck out of here? No, so no, we both started laughing at a certain point because
that's the part I'd have said. When we laughed at the same time, I'd have been like, yes, you feel it too? I felt it.
No, and so you're not allowed to talk really at all for the whole time that you're doing it, and then you talk about each other's like experience afterwards. So you do it, you just kind of chill for a minute, then you talk afterwards of like
You talk about each other's experience,
like what you got from that person.
Oh, okay.
And then I was like, you felt it immediately, huh? I was like all awkward and shit, and she was like, yeah, but no, not. I don't see awkwardness. You have a giant inner child, and you were trying not to fucking laugh. You were suppressing it, and he was like trying to jump out so bad and be like, hey, fucking play with me. And I was like, all right, bitch, you want to throw another dagger in my heart while you're at it? In this fucking 30 seconds that I've talked to you?
Damn, you took that as a dagger.
No. Like, if
I would have took that as a huge, like, you know, I think that what she was saying to you was a huge, like, hey, man, enjoy that.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
embrace
exactly.
that.
I don't mean dagger as in, like, she hurt me. I mean, like, that's, it was something I didn't know. It was, like, a big revelation to me that, like, I didn't realize I was suppressing my inner child so fucking hard. You know what I mean? That I've had to be this fucking sick ass fool for the past couple years and shit. And so I had to be serious about everything. Also, nah, I'm not gonna go there. I was gonna.
No, I mean, to kind of, it goes a little bit. I used to put a lot of pressure on myself to be kind of like this person I envisioned, this person I look up to. Whether it be a real person in life, like a big brother or somebody, or a figurative person in my mind, to be this person that I look up to. And as I'm actually becoming that person, I'm seeing like, yo, this isn't a person to look up to. It's just who I am.
Word.
That's who I am becoming.
That's who you want to be.
But that's who I am becoming. Like,
word.
From the way I dress to the way I talk to the way I treat my kid. Like I'm like, oh shit. I'm my grandfather.
Yo, facts.
Like when I think about my grandfather growing up and the things that I like, you heard me singing in here for a half an hour before my grandfather was in a doo-wop group. Like I'm fucking, I just like am naturally, like we were saying at the beginning, this person who raised me from this time. I'm naturally him. As a kid, I hated the History Channel, but that's all I got to watch with him. So now I just like, fucking, they put on this. I love learning about the king of this time or Hitler or fucking, Mussolini.
They love doing the Hitler shit, bro. History Channel.
You know why?
Those fools are low-key Nazis,
Listen,
bro.
man, Hitler is like reality TV. He's always got a different spin to his story that you can throw on. That it's just like, all right, I'll watch.
Talking to interdimensional aliens at the time of these ideas.
I seen this one movie on Netflix where Hitler lost his swag, so they brought in this psychiatrist to get him going again, and he could do a good impersonation of Hitler, so they had him ghostwrite his shit.
No way. How Adolf got his groove back?
Yes.
Fucking crazy, bro. That's hilarious. Fools love doing Hitler shit, bro. I don't know.
So you guys have the eye contact. You guys release from the eye contact. She gives you hey, I saw you in there. I'm not gonna say too much, but I saw you. And do you feel like something like that only can happen with you going into it, like with that clock of, okay, I'm believing for this long.
Yeah.
If you would have fought it, could that have happened?
Well, if I was in my head too much, I would have. Even if I had like any little bit of doubt of like, what is she gonna see type shit, or is this even real, or any of that shit, I don't think I would have felt like that genuine, like almost psychic, bro. Almost psychic connection where you're just like, you feel that, right? You know what I'm thinking? I haven't said shit for a whole minute. You know what I'm saying? Like, isn't this fucking weird what we're doing right now? I have my hand in between both your titties right now. I don't even know you. You know? So, like, but she's experienced in the class, so, she's done this a million times. So she was laughing at me. Laughing at the situation.
She was like, oh, this is your first time.
Yeah. She's like, you little fucking kid.
Right? Okay. Because, I mean, honestly, like, that's what I was saying earlier, back about the acting shit. Like, even from a young age, when I was in the school play or whatever, because I had a kissing scene and I knew that like, yo, this is my partner in this play. During the rehearsals and during going through the motions of acting like this, I really gained an attraction for this person. And this isn't a person that I would normally be attracted to. Like, we have nothing in common, but because we were in this play, we really started to like each other. And it was like, yo, we're just in character, but we're believing it so hard. And because we're like, all right, for this to be good, let's make believe real quick.
Yeah,
let's believe.
Let's fuck with each other for a bit.
That power of the mind, like, goddamn, that shit is it snake oil? Is it a placebo? Or is that like a real thing? Do you feel like your mind can really move because of how you think?
Yeah, I think so. And like, if whether it's real or not, it's happening, dog. It's working for me. I'm rolling the dice, and it's coming up 7, and I wanted 7.
Can I tell you something interesting?
What's up?
Chinese drivers. Chinese
That's interesting. No, I'm just kidding.
Chinese taxi drivers in China. The streets, you know how the roads are all crazy in China with the drivers.
Yeah.
Chinese taxi drivers in China have been around for 100 years, and that's why I like that number 100 years, because you get to have a study. When those brains died, they cut them open and looked at them. Their brains created new neurological routes in their brain to know the driving routes better, to know the easiest route to get here at this time. Like, their brains literally reshape themselves
like the map of China.
for their lifestyle. And the same thing can be noticed in like lifelong chess players and shit like that. But our brains literally, like, if we think a certain way, they mold and move. That's some crazy shit to me.
That brings me to a topic that I wanted to bring to talk about. We can do it real quick, and then we'll go back to the Tantra. But in, I think, Norway, they have created schizophrenic communities. So they build a map. It's like a retirement home because, people get... Oh, dementia. Sorry, not schizophrenia.
Okay.
Dementia. When you get older, you get dementia. And so they build these communities with a familiar layout.
Wow.
To, like... Kind of like Squid Game. Remember when Squid Game, they built fucking that little town in Korea inside the Squid Game?
Bro,
but they don't kill them in
crazy.
this one.
No, because, like, we all know these certain social cues. Like, even if I can't remember that my house is over here, I know that this means toilet or house or electricity or power. I know. We all know that the triangle means play or something like that.
Check this out.
Yeah.
You go to the store, you walk to the store, you go to a restaurant, you order your food, you get your hair cut, all this shit. Everyone working at the store is a certified care
they're the
professional.
nurses.
But you're a nurse, but you're also a checkout person.
Yeah, you're the barista.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so if someone's freaking out in the fucking store, you're
All right,
also
Harold.
trained.
All right, Harold.
Yeah. Which, in America, you're both. Or at least here in LA, if you work retail...
You ain't lying. You get your shit off. You ain't
both,
lying.
and you're not getting paid to deal with fucking crazies, but you're
If
dealing
you work
with
in a
fucking
restaurant,
crazies.
if you work at a cash register, if you work in any type of sales,
You're a certified nurse. You could deal with dementia.
and if you're a bartender, you're a psychiatrist.
Yo, facts, bro.
And if you're a stripper, you're a doctor. They'll believe anything you say. I think that's you like, oh, all right. She told me it was. You'll lie. You like, a nurse told me she's a stripper.
She's paying her way for nursing school. That's what she told me. She also said to get this checked out. But yeah, I think that was pretty cool. But now we're back to Tantra.
Okay. You've already broken through eye contact. She's seen your soul, and you tried to look at hers. You saw her soul. You had her hand on breast adjacent. She had her hand on your chest. You guys have broken the touch barrier. You guys have been intimate. You guys have connect. Your energies have done this. They bumped.
Word. Yeah, pretty much.
Now, after explaining, did you feel How did you feel? Did you feel looking inward? Did you feel looking outward? How'd you feel?
Can I tell you what it feels like? Feels like someone goes like this, bro. Like, you have this, like, cut. Bro, oh, my God. The guy fucking blew my mind. This is when I was like, strike one was taken off. He was just having a bad day. This fool, he gets us all in a circle. We're all holding hands. He's like, this is a stupid fucking little child's toy. It makes sound. It's a plastic tube with wires. But when a circuit is completed with energy, any little type of electricity or energy, it makes this noise. And he fucking held both ends and he went, ooh, like a little Stranger Things toy. And he was like, check this out. Doesn't matter. As long as the circuit's completed, like, this thing will light up. He fucking gives it one end to the other person, grabs the other person's hand, and it goes through the whole circle and still fucking, woo, 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 and everyone's like, all right, you got me there, buddy. There is some energy in the room. But what it felt like, bro, when we did that whole thing is like, it feels like someone's just like, you're driving someone else's car. You're hopping in someone else's car for a second. Like, let me see how you fucking, how you be doing your shit, man. What you got on the radio? Okay. All right, I see you. I fuck with you. All right, that's what's up. And then you get out of your car, you get back in your car. And you're like, that was cool. Hey, nice ride, bro.
I totally understand what you mean. That's a very intimate thing, man. That's a very intimate thing. Hey, go ahead and take a test drive in my fucking shit real quick.
What's it like in there? But yeah, that was pretty cool. And then after that, we had another exercise, which I've had this before, and this is kind of what like got me into this whole like world and kind of accepting it, because I actually did fucking feel something, which was a couple years ago. I was hanging out with this girl, and we went to this like music festival shit, and she was like, hey, I've been practicing this thing, you know, and like I kind of want to try it out on you. Is that cool? And I'm like, all right, bet. And so she's like, yeah, lay down on the floor, blah, blah, blah. Close your eyes. I'm like, oh, shit.
I'd have been scared.
Yeah, me too. I was. And what do you call it? But like, didn't really like feel anything, you know? I just felt kind of like, you know when someone has their hand kind of next to you, even if you have your eyes closed, you're like, hey, fool, what the fuck? Like, someone's in my bubble right now. So I felt that, but never actually touched. And then she was like scanning my whole body. And we were at a music festival, so fools were drunk and like walking by. And like, I think she was going to the chakras, so she went to the root chakra, which is like right by your fucking gooch. So she's waving this fucking wand over my gooch. And some dude's like, yeah, woo! And then, like, I kind of laughed. She kind of laughed. She was like, what a fucking dickhead. And then, but, like, went back to whatever. And so I'm just kind of laying there. I forget she's doing what she's doing. So now I'm in a real, like, I'm in a chill spot. You know, I'm kind of, like, in a real, like, zen space. And then I just feel, like, fucking heat, like, in my chest, bro. I felt like fucking... Like in the movies when someone goes like, oh.
Yeah.
And the light goes into your chest and shit, and you absorb it like a solar panel and shit. That's what I felt like. And I opened my eyes. She said, hey, you're done. I said, cool. She said, do you feel anything? And I said, I felt a little warmth like on my chest at one point. She was like, yeah, I noticed like you needed you were missing a lot of love, man. So I just sent you like some love energy, like some real like just, like love yourself type shit. And I was like, when?
That's dope.
And she was like, right before you opened your eyes. And I was like, that's when I felt it. And so that's kind of what put me onto this whole path and shit. And so we did that as well during the class. We like got into groups and we all took turns like just kind of putting your hands close to somebody and just kind of seeing,
giving them some love.
Yeah, and like seeing what they.
Would you go back?
Like. Well, yeah, fuck yeah, definitely, bro. Yeah, it was pretty cool.
I fuck with it. I would go too.
Yeah, dude. If we ever start a Patreon, bro, if we reach certain subscribers, we will do a live fucking Tantra shit. That'd be funny as hell, man. But it was a cool experience, and like I couldn't sleep for shit when I got home. I felt so energized, bro. You have no idea, dude. I felt like
I guess I got my swagger back.
Type shit, bro. I learned a lot about myself. I realized I was fucking dimming my light for no reason, bro. For other people's sake, you know. And can't be doing that, bro.
I totally
You really gotta you gotta fucking punch the bag as hard as you can, because if you don't, you're a pussy.
I'm happy to hear this.
That's some hood logic, but
I'm happy to hear this.
That's how it makes sense to me.
I think we can end on that.
Yeah, facts, bro. This was a great episode.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah. Thank you for watching, everybody. You know where to find us. Also, I mean, you want to plug anything? Anything coming up soon?
Oh, shit. I mean, we be at the Chateau every week. We fucking, I don't know. We do a lot of stuff. It doesn't even matter. You'll see it.
Hell yeah. Also, come to my roast, October 8th for my birthday. We got some goodie bags, bro. I'm partnering up with a couple little companies.
Ooh.
We're gonna have
Leveling
some treats,
up.
bro.
I like to hear it.
Yes, sir. Took a little trip to the dollar store for some bags. Some canvas bags, bro.
Okay,
That's
okay.
good. I made a little stamp. It's going down, bro. Anyways, thank you for tuning in. You know where to find us. Peace.